Hey, this is Faulk Maria from Powerwolf. You're listening to ROCKUM Radio. Stay wild.
Hi, Faulk Maria. How are you?
Good.
Where are you calling from?
Germany, Saarbrücken, southwest of Germany, nearby France and Luxembourg.
Wow, that's good. I'm here in Kingston, Ontario, Canada.
All right.
Yeah. Well, Faulk Maria, your new studio album, Call of the Wild, released on July 16 via Nepal. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What are your expectations about it?
Well, good question. Expectations. I would say I like this moment to give some interviews to talk about the album because that means that we did it, that we made it, that we nailed the new record, and we have now the call to wild, so to speak, the wake up call. We are back again, even in these shitty times. That means, be self confident, stay heavy, whatever. Stay wild, at least, and we have a very powerful album, I would say, with very fast songs, very catchy songs.
Okay.
And I'm super happy with Call of the Wild, because that was obvious for everyone, but it was obvious a strange feeling to write a wild album in a time where the world stands or where the world stops for a moment,
Okay.
And then we decided as a band to put it in a different way, like a heavy record, a heavy album. And I'm super happy that we have it now, and the reactions for the first singles, Piece of Shit Were Done and Dancing with the Dead, are really great. And I'm really overwhelmed about the reactions. That shows me that people were really waiting for new material from Powerwolf. And I have got personal mails from friends that told me, wow, finally you have new album, you have new songs that gives me the power that I needed or that I need nowadays. And that is a great feeling. And the next step is to go on stage again. But step by step.
Oh, yeah. When and where did you record this album?
Yeah, that is a little bit, not weird, a little bit strange situation, because we planned to record the new album in Sweden again with Jens Bokon at the Fascination Street Studios.
Okay.
But after a while, we decided to switch a little bit because we didn't know what's about the travel restrictions, or are we allowed to travel, whatever.
Okay.
And our co-producer was Joost van den Broek from the Sandglam Studios in the Netherlands.
Wow.
He's also working for Blind Guardian and Epica, and he was involved from the first demo versions of the song.
Wow, great bands.
And that's a great guy, and really, really love to work with him. And that was a little bit strange because he was already involved in the whole process.
Wow.
For the orchestrations and the choir, but we wanted to record the songs in Sweden. Then we asked him, we would like to do it with you because we are not allowed to travel to Sweden. But in the end, it was perfect because he was so deep into the songs, and he was able to work with us so close. That was really, really a good experience. And then we had also some problems to travel to the Netherlands because there were some border controls, you need some tests or whatever, and there were even in the Netherlands some riots against the corona rules and so on.
Oh, sure.
And normally traveling is the most easy or the easiest part.
That was a new adventure, recording in the pandemic.
That was it, a little bit like that. But in the end, we did it in time. Everything worked. The recording of the organ in the real church, the recording of the choir, the recording of everything. We were completely in the right schedule, and that was even more the feeling now more than ever. Even a songwriter posted that feeling came up. And then we nailed it. So that's, in this time, it's a good point to talk with you about the new album, because we are super happy about all these circumstances. And we are working already on a new stage setup and to play live again. We did some rehearsals already. So it feels normal again, we do something that we always have to do, like, preparing the next tour and preparing the festival season. And that makes me happy.
That's great. That's great. That's important. And how was the creative process in the Call of the Wild? Because who was in charge in write the lyrics and create the songs, the melodies? Any story to share?
Our main composer is Matthew Powerwolf, our guitar player.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would say he's the brain of Powerwolf. And but we all have some ideas, some elements for new songs. We put that together, sometimes in a real situation, in a rehearsal situation, sometimes with the possibilities you have nowadays, with conferences, Zoom, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But Matthew is the man who combines everything and combines the ideas and arrange the song. He's the main composer. It is like it is. And I'm grateful to have such a guy in the band because, for example, when I have a standalone idea for keyboards or for organ,
okay,
and then I give this part to Matthew, and then he didn't say so much, but after a while he came back to me, or he comes back to me, and then I can use this part in this song, and we can edit, but I change it here and there.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
that's great. Do what you want. If you can use it. That's a really nice approach. And
wow.
Of course, Attila is always involved because our songwriting process is always focused on the vocals because it's the main part in Powerwolf. Because we have metal band, we need the guitars and the drums and everything, but the main part is always Attila's voice and the chorus. Yeah, because normally if you listen to Powerwolf songs. Yeah, we managed it that people keep that in mind and stick in your head or whatever. And you have this thing in your head forever. That is a good. Then we did it. Yeah. Then it's
okay. Do you think is there any difference between this new album, Call of the Wild, and the previous one, The Sacrament of Sin, Faulk Maria?
Yeah, I would say it's Call of the Wild. Wouldn't have been possible without writing the Sacrament of Sin album, obvious. And that shows us that there's more possible. For example, to write another ballad, to use the piano.
Okay.
To use in the song Blood for Blood, we used again more Celtic instrumentations. Because this song was dealing about the Irish Faulk, that is the werewolf creature from Ireland. And then we need a different approach. And Matthew wrote this song only with this Celtic instruments at the beginning without guitars and anything, and then we build it up sketch by sketch. It is like that is a new approach for us to use other elements. And on the other hand, you have really typical Powerwolf songs like Faster Than the Flame. That's the opening track, and it's fast, it's heavy. It's like I would say it's like the way the album should sound like a marching. What is it? I don't know the expression right now. It's like the starting point for the album. So you can find the typical Powerwolf album with the development in every song, but it's still Powerwolf. At least if you add the voice of Attila, it's always Powerwolf. We could write a jazz. If you could write a jazz song, at the end it would sound like Powerwolf because Attila's voice is like Attila's voice. But we will never write a jazz song. I'm sorry if you.
Okay.
If you thought that. We are a heavy metal band, power metal, heavy metal band. That's our goal. That's it.
Yeah, you're a heavy metal band, but you have very beautiful sounds in your music. Like, for example, your position in the band is really good because you play the keyboard amazing. It looks like a roof orchestral. It sounds fantastic.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
The people love it. Thank you. You're welcome.
It's important to, for example, the organ that developed also over the years because I don't want to have such a organ sound all over the song. The organ has a certain part, for example, to support Attila's voice with the melody or to play a own melody in the mid part. And sometimes the keyboard has to be quiet. That means bass, guitar, drums, voice heavy metal. You know what I mean? It's not necessary to have it all the time. We try to write the songs in that kind of, how to say that, we want to add something when it's necessary for the song. If it's necessary, if it makes the song better, or if, for example, you can breathe in the phrase and then you can build it up and then you have a big chorus part. But if you add everything and every time, that we did that at the beginning, perhaps, but then it's a different approach, and we learned to play with in a mixing situation. Jens Boker did the mix. I want to mention that Jens Boker in Sweden did the mix at the end.
Okay.
So we have still worked with Jens, but the main part was Vandenbroek, and then we worked with certain levels to have some time to breathe within the songs.
From Maria, the video clip Demons Are the Girl's Best Friend, featuring that Canadian Alisa Whiteloss, in my opinion, is a super cool video.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. How was working with Alisa?
It was a pleasure to work with her. We had the idea, we had this bonus album for Call of the Wild. It's called Mr. Control, and we have a lot of great singers on there with Johan from Amon Amarth, Matt from Trivium,
wow,
Melissa from Arch Enemy, Doro. We have Chris Thompson, Lord of the Lost. We have Chris from Ailstorm, and so on. And then we came up with the idea to make a video for Demons with Alisa in a little bit different approach, because in the original videos, women were dancing around Attila, and in this time it was like men were fighting for Alisa. and the connection to Powerwolf should be my role in this video, as I did in the Demons original video, and I should play whatever to interact with Alisa. And on the set, it was so spontaneous things on the set. We decided to interact more with Alisa, and it was great to perform with her. And I also played the church organ, and we had the connection to Powerwolf and Arch Enemy and Alisa, and she's a really nice person, and it was so great to do it, because it was like we decided it, and 4 weeks later we did the video, something like that. And it's great to have a different approach to the song, and I'm super happy to have it.
Oh yes,
and
definitely.
As you can see, I like to play in movies or in videos, so it's a pleasure for me as well.
Oh yeah, she's a beautiful and super talent girl. It's amazing.
Thank you. A new actor is born or something like that. No, I consider me as a musician, but yeah, I like to play with the camera, and yeah. And for example, we played so much festival with Arch Enemy, but we never worked together, so that was also nice to make a project like that. It's not so typical to have it. And even for me, it was different, because normally I'm only doing videos with Attila, so it was a little bit different. Yeah.
The contrast between the voice of Attila and Alisa is outstanding. I love it.
Yeah, of course. The quotes from Alisa is so great. But it's her sound. It's awesome. She's
I know.
You're a nice person.
Oh yeah, and well, this is maybe the harder question of the night for you. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Here I go. I know. You have experience in that things, because you have a position, and I heard that you take care of the band in some organizational matters. Here I go. If you could change anything in the music business, what would it be?
Changing music business. First thing I would say, a lot of people are talking about this digital distributions of music, like Spotify and whatever. And I think it's great to have Spotify and Deezer and Amazon Music and whatever, because everyone in the world can listen to your music.
Okay,
that's not new. But it's not new what I'm saying right now. But I want to say it again. The bands should earn a little bit more from these big organizations. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
So normally, if you're selling CDs and vinyls, you can earn something. You can live out of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you only have the streaming things, Spotify and whatever. Great thing to have. I'm thankful to have it, but it's quite hard for a lot of bands to survive with that, what you can earn with the digital opportunities, I would say. That would be something I would like to change, to that the artists get more money of it, not only the, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Spotify.
I think it's like that. Distribution is not too fair. I think it's something like this. Yes,
that's one thing.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, what I would really like to have is, sometimes I can understand that people are doing that if they put on their mobile phone and filming the show. I understand that completely, because you want to keep that experience, that feeling from tonight on your mobile phone.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, for me, as I saw Iron Maiden, whatever, 8 times without any mobile phone or whatever, I have still in my mind the show I saw. You know what I mean? Because I was focused completely on the show and not put on my my mobile phone. You know what I mean? It's absolutely understandable that people are doing that, but sometimes I would wish that people focus only on the show and not filming the show. But we are lucky in Powerwolf, because we have so much parts where you have to clap your hands.
Right.
And that means that everybody has to clap your hands, and then people are really focused on it. And I'm happy that the most of the people are doing that. But sometimes it's like, it would be easier for everyone if people would only enjoy the show without put on the mobile phone. You know what I mean? But
I know what you mean.
Question about the music industry. It's like
right.
Enjoy the moment, because normally no one watches that again. Picture is something different. If you have a picture of the band, that's okay. But I don't know. It's the time. It's fine. But I never do that with the mobile phone filming the band.
Yeah, in my opinion, I choose for physical records, because I'm old school and physical record is better. You have something of the artist. You have something personal. It's like you are here with me forever. And when I need money, I can resell my album. You know what I mean? I can resell my record, my vinyl, my CD, or whatever, my tape. So I have tape for years. Example, it's amazing.
For example, we have a great, and I'm very thankful with Napalm Records. We had so great editions.
Oh yeah,
with
it's true.
Books and limited editions, deluxe versions, whatever. It's like if you have this in your hand, it's like, wow, what's that? You know what I mean? It's a book. It's something that you have really in your hand. It's
the editions are beautiful.
And if you have vinyls, for example, the people are buying vinyls again, and there was a time, and everyone was telling me like, oh, vinyls, it's not so. Oh, come on. It's not that thing nowadays. But in the meantime, people are buying vinyl again, because the sound quality is great, and you have something in your hand. Big thing, a big whatever. It's like...
That's right.
It's physical. It's physical. You can feel it, and I love it.
That's right.
I'm also a physical buyer.
Oh my God. For Maria, any concerts on the way?
Concerts?
Right.
There's a show planned in Wacken. In the middle of September.
Wow!
Yes, it's called Bullhead City.
The Mecca.
Organized from the Wacken promoter.
Wacken is our Vatican. For the metalheads.
It's not called Wacken in this case, but it's the holy field of Wacken. It's called Bullhead City with Blind Guardian, Nightwish, Powerwolf. And that are the 3 headliners, I guess. And they want to do it. It's quite sure that this will gonna happen. That will be happen. That is, the announcement was 2 weeks ago, and I'm quite sure that we will have our first show after 1.5 years. Last show was in Mexico City.
Nice. Mexico.
Hellfest in Mexico with Manowar. And Megadeth.
Wow, Manowar, Kings of Metal.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that was already in the starting point of the pandemic. That was really the last show in Mexico, and everyone was wondering if Manowar or Manowar play the show, you know,
Yeah.
because it was in a situation like everyone could understand, you know, if you cancel the show. But they played. And
All
Powerwolf
right.
played, and Amon Amarth played, and I guess Megadeth is. I think no, Megadeth canceled, I guess, but I don't know exactly.
All
I
right.
don't remember because we had to get the last tickets for our flight back to Germany.
Nice.
That was a challenge. I can
Oh,
promise.
that's great. Any last words in this interview for Maria?
Hey guys over there, stay wild. Listen to a new album, Call of the Wild, and feel good. And do me a favor, raise your fist when you listen to Call of the Wild.